Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Sunday. You know what that means. Of course it means that here continuing the journey of Ben 10 Reboot. This is Season 1, Episode 13 and 14. Of course, as you guys know, 2 episodes of one video. Won't know the title of the episodes until we dive in. Last week's episodes were overall fine. The biggest and most notable thing about the 2 episodes last week was the first episode, Riding the Storm Out, which that title just reminds me of the movie Twister, the 90s classic, of course, of Bill Paxton. Highly recommend checking out Twisters. If you guys haven't seen that movie, highly recommend it. Love that movie. But anyways, not the point. But it was the amalgamation that Ben turned into, especially in the Rust Bucket, and then he goes and fights the Weatherheads or whatever those robots are called, who had no emotion, but they actually had emotion because they were laughing at one point. But anyways, it's little Ben's head on this giant body of all of the aliens. I think it was like representing all the aliens in some capacity. It's like a really crazy design. It reminded me of, and I think it was homaging, obviously, all the Kevin amalgamations that we've seen over the course of the original Ben 10 4 shows and everything. So having Ben have a version, but have his little, like, actual normal Ben head, but with, like, little antennas coming out of his head, and then having this gigantic body. It was such a weird thing. And then the second episode about this, like, octopus squid kind of, like, amusement attraction's gonna get torn down. You have the Cloctopus, this giant creature, mechanical thing, you know, ran by the Steam Smite. I think that was the name of the character. There was only one interesting element about it, even though it was just a really overall weird episode, was that Steam Smite's like, you know, back in my day we made Hindenburg's, Titanics. What have you made in your time? You know, you've made fast food, cell phones, like all this stuff. It's like, yeah, we're advancing technology. And then it was showing that his technology wasn't working all the time, but he was like, look, we advanced and did certain things in his mind right. In his mind. But you're doing this. It's like, it's all wrong. You're doing like all this stuff. You're taking away history. And so it's like, okay, interesting concept. But, you know, overall, they weren't like bad episodes. It was just par for the course for Ben 10 Reboot. You have some weird moments, some odd times and odd things happening, but it is what it is. It's kind of what I'm used to. I'm accustomed to certain things just happening, and you go, okay, that just happened. And the humor definitely is odd at times, but it definitely still works for what the show is trying to do and trying to be a little bit different. So I appreciate and respect that. So without further ado, guys, let's get into now. Check out these episodes and see what they show us with Ben 10 Reboot, Season 1, Episode 13 and 14. Let's go.
Redecorating the rust bucket is so exciting.
Wait, redecorating the rust bucket?
Baby. Okay, yeah, this is fun.
Kids, I said, not a trampoline.
That's when there needs their nappy changed.
Hey, hold up. Take the kids across the country, they said. Oh, it'll be fun.
Good job.
That'll be $3.50.
Accelerate doesn't have pockets.
Gwen has pockets. One, please.
One, please.
You know, people really should keep a better eye on their
What
babies.
the hell is going
Which
on?
cushion would you rather have in the rust bucket?
Don't leave us here. We're babies.
Manners are so important.
Hey, are you in charge of this kiddie land?
Oh my, who do we have here? They'll be like whole new children when you get back.
Oh boy.
And we'll begin with a lovely little story. Hey, kids!
Oh.
Silence, children. They ridiculed her brilliant scientific notions as foolish, but she didn't let their rudeness stop her pursuits and impolite alike back into their purer, younger state. Primed for re-education in her special finishing schools.
Okay.
Soon, everyone could be transformed.
More like Nanny Nightmare.
It is very rude to interrupt. Just the sort of tiny little screw I need to build my super weapon.
Super weapon.
Of course.
Why are those kids chained up?
Don't worry about
Dear
it.
boy, let Nanny help you find your way. There. Why don't I make them blank for you?
Uh-oh.
Baby, it's not time to start all that again.
I'll have to look into my powder formula. Still, you're quite manageable now.
How convenient they're not toddlers. Oh my god.
He looks different.
Yeah, he does. At least he's still strong.
Just a toy car. You're gaining on us.
Such a weird episode.
Pulling some punches can't fix.
Jesus.
Where'd they go?
Throwing babies? Oh my god.
Don't throw babies.
I don't understand.
Children are not allowed on the
Children.
roof. But since you're already here, but Nanny still has adjustments to make before she finally fixes the entire world. Repugnant. How dare you? Were you raised in a
Yes. Yeah, Bard.
insolent?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Somebody needs a nap. I know just the alien.
Tara Strong is doing a great job as Baby Ben.
Oh, baby upgrade. Small.
Got it. Initiate firing sequence. At the dust, it's the wrong color.
Mm. I'm guessing it's working? Yes.
You're old.
You're old.
Proper to comment on the age of an elder. This isn't over yet. My man, I'll get you yet.
I need a nap.
You can nap in prison, Grandpa.
Hey kids, did
He's fine.
Best bird call contest. Go.
Bird call?
guys?
Loudest spoons competition.
Jesus.
Go.
Okay, please try to keep your competitions quiet.
quiet.
It's been a long stretch of road.
Well, that's not good.
Of course. Well, they'll be right here in 12 hours.
You lost so hard the rust bucket broke. At least we broke down somewhere conveniently cool.
Dudette, you got the 20 on some grub?
20 on some grub. Oh, Jesus.
Weary travelers in need of assistance. May we perhaps...
Now, hold on there.
I think they're letting us in.
Well-
1,000 blessings upon you, my sister. Rule 1. Take a vow of silence.
No
Yes,
problemo.
don't talk.
Consider this yap trap shut.
No walking to... Going. No going into the sacred temple.
Yeah, okay, don't do it.
Sure,
They're
whatever.
going to.
No temple, no talkie. Got it. Well, I'm gonna win trying really, really hard.
There's a crystal. Okay.
I have a few tricks up my
You're
sleeve.
talking. You already lost.
Sorry. Operation Be Way More Silent Than Gwen
Ben,
starts now.
stop talking. Oh my god. Shh, quiet.
I just need to think of a...
You keep talking. You've already broke, Ben.
To be quiet this
Ah.
That should work.
Stop. Ben.
Wait, didn't someone say something about this place? Time to get all those noises out! Whoa,
Stop talking.
shiny glowy things. Rock and roll!
An actual dragon. I should have guessed.
Oopsies. Oh, darn.
There's a dragon.
I lost the quiet competition.
You lost like 5 times already. I stopped competing a while ago.
No one heard it before now?
Oh my gosh!
That's why we have a vow of silence, to keep him asleep.
Don't you think it was a little irresponsible not to tell us that?
But why is there a dragon? No, of course, fire. Dragon! Yeah,
I
exactly.
lost my appetite.
It's going to eat us! And the crystals in that temple. Crystally things will chill it out. I've got
Oh,
something for
Diamond
that.
Head.
Wait!
Give up?
Yeah, he gives up, yes.
Little bit, possibly. I just slightly need a little help.
I need a little help, just
Are
a
you
little.
reading?
Tomo, Sally, Koroti. We can soothe the dragon's aura.
What?
Sure, soothe him. He's definitely in need of soothing.
You must relax.
He's fighting like a knight against a dragon.
Ben, you gotta trust us.
Oh. That was easy.
Nice and quiet. You did some nice work today, kids.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
That's not your groovy outfit. Only 7 more hours until the tow truck gets here.
That sucks.
Maybe I could be of some help.
Oh,
I've been taking some online classes.
Bet I learned more. Bet not. Double or nothing. Bet yeah, double or nothing.
It's going to be a long trip.
and there you guys have it. These were some odd episodes. That's the easiest way to say it. Now, I'll say this. I think the second episode with the dragon, I thought was at least more entertaining because Ben and Gwen had this whole entire, like, mission goal to say who can stay silent and quiet the longest, and Ben kept losing. We'll talk more of that in a second. Let's talk about the first episode, which is involving, like, a random store in a mall, and they randomly come across a bunch of babies, and there's, and I looked at the actual credits of the episode before I dumped into the dragon episode, the second episode of the video here. Nanny Nightmare was her name. That was the credit of the character, Nanny Nightmare. Okay, so her whole goal was to turn everybody into babies and teach them manners, teach them how to be better, because I guess everybody is just wrong and not equipped to be in society under her rules. Like, I don't know, like, she was just like, everyone treat, like she's like, some people treated me bad, so now everybody it deserves to become babies so I can then teach them to be better the way I envision the world and people to be, I guess, was her point. Even though it was just a couple people that treated her badly, I guess that means everybody's at fault. I guess. Society as a whole is at fault. Now, even though this is a show for kids, more tailored towards a younger audience, having everybody else be turned into actual babies, toddlers, and having Ben and Gwen not, they're just smaller, they're just younger, but not toddler level, so they can still speak. And you have Tara Strong, and I forget the voice actress who does Gwen, but Tara Strong is voicing Ben. She does a high-pitched baby kind of voice, so it fit perfectly for her to do that for Ben. But, of course, the one instance she uses the powder on Ben and Gwen, and everyone else are babies, not, but they're not. Ben and Gwen are not. And it's like, she's like, I guess I have to look at my powder, my formula. It's like, no, it's just plot convenience, because if they were toddlers, then you would have Max do something, and the way they did it was Ben turned into a baby upgrade, to reverse the actual giant gun on top of the building, which no one noticed, and so everyone got reverted back, and Grandpa Max had the tent closed that he was sleeping in randomly, and that explains why he wasn't aged up as Nanny Nightmare and the two people that were the two guys working for her. So it's just kind of a weird episode. It was just weird. But it did show Ben and Gwen's banter a little bit, and just them working together, but just also kind of bickering a little bit. But we got to see more of that classic bickering in the dragon episode. But overall, I think the first episode was just strange. It was entertaining to an extent, but it still was an odd episode. But all right, there you have it. Like, she wanted to turn everyone into babies. Okay. Why not? I guess she was starting off with the town, whatever town they were in, and then she was going to expand it to everybody, to be trained, to be guided by her. Okay. So the dragon episode, which was Shh, was the title. So, and I think Growing Pains was the title of the first episode. Yeah, so the titles were very fitting, but Shh, the next episode, involved a dragon. You never would have guessed that based on how the episode opens, but then again with the name of the actual building and the sanctuary they're in, a docile dragon domicile. I think that was the name of it. That should explain that there is a dragon somehow involved, and there was. So the vow of silence. Because leading up to this, before the rust bucket broke down, Gwen and Ben are trying to pass the time, and they're just being annoying as hell, bickering at each other. Like, I won, I double won, there's no way you won, I have my streak of winning, you're losing. Classic banter, so that was good. But then you have, and I love how they did address it in the episode, where Ben and Gwen are going to go in with Grandpa Max into the actual sanctuary, right, behind the closed doors, and the goal is to not speak, because of the dragon, but we don't know that right now. No speaking. It's the rule 1. Rule 2 is don't go up to the secret little, like, structure or whatever. Don't go in there. Of course, Ben goes in there. He's like, did someone talk about this? Yes, they did. You weren't paying attention. And he really wasn't. But the goal was to not speak. Ben kept talking over and over and over and over. I'm like, dude, I gotta get her to break. I gotta get her to lose. You keep talking. Ben, you're saying this out loud. You've already lost. He's getting shushed every 2 minutes. Maybe not even that. Every like minute, every 30 seconds, he's getting shushed because you keep talking. And Gwen doesn't. Gwen like covering her mouth and shit. She's not trying to speak, but you know she's like getting annoyed. She's getting frustrated. She's like, just leave me alone. Fighting back and shit when she can. Little gray matter with a little freaking feather. Sits on the pillow, sits flying in the air, lands into some lady's soup or something, and whatever, a drink. And then he's there as heat blast, heating up the soup she's trying, and then she knocks some books over on him. And then, of course, as heat blast, he goes into the area, and he's going down a bunch of these stairs. There's all the crystals, because we saw the crystals early on. And there's the dragon, which there is no explanation whatsoever about this dragon. And you know what? Fine, sure, whatever. There's no explanation about a dragon. It's just, oh yeah, we were only quiet the Valve Silence because there was a dragon. We're trying to keep it asleep. Where did this dragon come from? What? Because up to this point, there has not been any explanation about shit we're just seeing in this show. I haven't really thought about this too much. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because it would be taking too long. But there has not been an explanation about how certain things are kind of just happening. And there is no explanation. I guess just the world just has this stuff. I guess the world just has a dragon. I guess. Because before in Ben 10 Classic, you have to compare. You just got to. There was no like acceptance of aliens or robots or any of this shit. It just wasn't a thing. Until Ben started getting noticed on the news and things started to come out. But like everything was hiding in the shadows or trying to not be as exposed. Even though the first episode, of course, had a giant robot and shit. And, you know, Ben had to turn into Diamond Head in front of a bunch of people at a campsite. I get that point. But what I'm saying is, in this show, it's just kind of more like free will. Like, fuck it. Whatever. We're just going to have a dragon in this episode. Why? Who knows? That's it. There's just a dragon. There's just a dragon. Sure. Okay. And no explanation about it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you have like a giant, you know, bee female villain episodes ago. Like, there's no explanation about that either. Okay. She's just a giant, like a human bee woman. Okay. So, it's just like, okay, I guess they can just do what they want. They can just kind of have free reign to just be silly, be ridiculous with the show, and it doesn't really matter, I guess. And I guess that's fine. Sure, whatever. It's just, it just feels weird. Because it's like the Vow of Silence, and I wasn't sure what to expect, but I guess with the name of the dragon in the title, it should have just gave it away what we're going to be getting. But yeah, overall, the dragon episode at least was funnier because Ben kept screwing up, and kept losing the whole entire like goal, the whole entire like game they were doing. Of course, Max was loving it. Oh, you guys are gonna fight to be quiet the longest. I love this because they just keep annoying him. He's like, oh my god. But then of course Ben keeps losing, he keeps talking, and then I love how they, because I mentioned this earlier, Gwen. I love the fact that they made Gwen address it. He's like, yeah, I was just trying to make you lose and everything. He's just like, well, I know you've already lost like 5 times. I stopped playing the game a long time ago. You've lost so many times because you keep talking. I haven't done that. It's like, well, there you go. I just love how they still address it because it's just so funny that Ben just like, he keeps talking. Like, I gotta get her to break. I still don't want to go. I'm trying to figure out how to break her. It's like, dude, you've already lost just because you think you're alone and people can hear you. Oh, such a weird episode. But hey, 2 odd episodes back to back. I guess it is kind of fitting to have a really weird episode at the start with that Nanny Nightmare, and then you have a dragon in the next episode. Sure. That's just the course, I guess, of Ben 10 Reboot, is that anything can happen. Pretty much feels like Batman Raven the Bold in that sense, to where anything can happen. You just don't know what to expect. You're just going to dive in and see what happens. So, whatever. So, what did you guys think of the 2 episodes of this week? Growing Pains and Shh. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know which one was your personal favorite and why. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.